If you're looking for strong shoulders that never get injured, there's only one exercise you need, and I'm going to reveal what it is in today's video. My name is Will Harlow and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today I'm going to be revealing a superb shoulder exercise that just about anyone can do. You can do it from a chair, you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You don't need much kit and it will help you build some really strong shoulders that are resilient to injury and don't give you pain. Now, I used this exercise with a patient of mine who is an older chap who had a rotator cuff problem. He said, I'm really busy, I only really have time to do kind of one or two things every day. I gave him just this exercise because he could do it at home and at work. He did it for the space of 4 weeks, and not only did his shoulder strength just about double, but his pain went away as well. So I'm going to show you the exercise in just a moment. Before I do, I just need to let you know that this is not going to be suitable for everyone. Please do get checked out by your doctor before you give it a try. And if it causes you any pain, then just avoid it. Anyway, let's have a look at the exercise now. This exercise is absolutely perfect for anyone over 50 who wants to improve the strength of their shoulders, and maybe for people who want to rehabilitate something like a rotator cuff injury as well. This would be a great option. Now, the setup for this exercise, which is called the incline lateral raise, is as follows. You want to be sitting on a nice, stable, probably dining room chair with a firm bottom like this. And what I've done here is I've tucked a pillow just behind myself there, and I'll show you why in a minute. Now, we're going to need some weights because we're going to be lifting weights in this exercise, but it doesn't mean you need to go out and buy some dumbbells, okay? Because we only need very, very light weights. So what I've got here are 2 bottles. These are 1 litre bottles. And for most people, this is going to be about the ideal weight for this exercise. So you're going to hold the bottles in both hands because this is a double-sided exercise, and then we're going to lean back into the chair. You want to take your bottom back and you're going to lean back like this. And the reason we've got the pillow is so that I'm kind of inclined at 45 degrees. Now, if you watch what I do with my arms now, I'm actually going to let them just fall behind the chair. Okay, so now my arms are hanging behind the chair like this, as if I'm a lazy slob and I'm leaning right back against the chair. Now, the exercise is really simple. We're going to keep our neck relaxed, and while we do that, we're going to lift both arms up and forward as high as we can, just to about there, and then very slowly bring them back down and bring them down behind the chair. And again, we're going to raise up like this and then back down like this. Now, you'll be able to see from the side angle that my arms are not going directly out to the side. They're kind of half out to the side and half in front of me. So it's a diagonal movement. I'd say they're probably 45 degrees out to the side. And I'm raising just above my shoulders on both sides. And every time I finish a repetition, I'm letting it come all the way down behind the chair, so it's just hanging. I'm going to explain why this exercise is so good, okay? So this exercise works your shoulders through a full range of motion. It works your abductor muscles, which are both your deltoids and your rotator cuff muscles, from an entire range of motion, which is the best way to activate them. So when your arm is hanging behind the chair like this, that's actually a greater range of motion than just having it by your side, because it's not just gone to your side, it's actually gone slightly across your body. So that means the muscle is having to work harder. We're getting more muscle fibers activating for each repetition. And this initial first few moments of that movement are exactly when the rotator cuff has to work hardest. In your shoulder joint, you've got 4 tiny little muscles that live around the joint called the rotator cuff muscles. And one of them, called the supraspinatus, lives in this gap here at the top of the shoulder blade. It attaches to the top of your arm bone, and it's responsible for the first 20 degrees of taking your arm out to the side. So when we have the arm slightly behind us and then we ask it to move, we're getting that full 20 degrees of action from the supraspinatus. And the supraspinatus is also the rotator cuff muscle that gets injured most frequently. So this is a great exercise to rehabilitate that injury. And I like this exercise because it doesn't require any kit. You're just using 2 bottles and you can work both sides at the same time. Now, the reason I'm letting my arms drift just in front of me is because if you try and force it directly out to the side, that is a legitimate exercise, but it's a bit harsher on the rotator cuff. So if you're using this for rehab, you're probably going to find it more comfortable to just let them drift inwards very slightly. Now, my recommendation for this exercise would be to keep going to sets of about 10 to 20 repetitions in a row. That works really, really well. Have 1 to 2 minutes rest and repeat it twice more. So you're doing a total of 3 sets. Now try and do that 3 or 4 times per week. We want to be using a weight where if we get all the way up to near 20, it becomes incredibly hard. So something with enough weight to make that possible. 3 or 4 times a week, great frequency for this exercise, and you're going to have stronger and more stable shoulders as a result. So that's the only exercise you're going to need if you want to build strong, stable and injury-free shoulders. I hope you found this video useful. If you've learned something new, please do drop a comment below and just let us know that we're on track, because it does help me to improve this channel. And if you want to get more from me, you can pick up a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and you can find it on Amazon using the link below. It's got loads more tips, exercises and advice to help you stay injury-free in your 50s and beyond. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you on the next video.